Hello everyone, welcome to the Al-Razda channel. So today, we're going to tell spoilers for episode 159 in the SwallowedStar series based on the novel story. Remember, this is just a novel version. If there are differences in the story in the series, please understand, guys. Okay, instead of being curious, let's watch the video until it's finished. Previously to the storyline, I apologize, guys, for being late uploading. Because I wasn't feeling well, I was a bit late making the video. Okay, let's continue. Still at the residence of the Phantom Spirit King, there were already a lot of people waiting to watch Hong go through the 18 illusions of love. All of them undervalued Hong, even speculating that the illusion could have killed him. They were also surprised to see Luo Feng standing next to Hong. In this entire universe, who doesn't know Luo Feng, the genius from the virtual universe company? As Luo Feng walked with Hong, he told Hong to continue using spiritual energy, and Hong had to be careful because the power of an immortal emperor warrior could not be underestimated. If there was even the slightest mistake, it could endanger his life. Upon hearing this, Hong simply replied to Luo Feng not to worry. Then the door of the illusion palace opened, and the Phantom Spirit King said that once he had successfully passed the first level, he should look for the next staircase and go up to the second level, and so on. Upon hearing this, Hong nodded his head and slowly advanced to enter the illusion palace. At this moment, Hong's condition was broadcast live and watched by everyone who was watching at this moment at the residence of the Phantom Spirit King. On Hong's side, he was slowly able to complete the illusion test and level up to the second level, third level, and fourth level. Although it took a little longer, Hong slowly completed his illusion test level by level. "Your big brother's determination is very strong," said the Phantom Spirit King, watching Hong slowly level up. "Phantom Spirit King, please show mercy," Luo Feng said, bowing respectfully. "You don't need to beg me," Phantom Spirit King replied. According to the Phantom Spirit King, as long as Hong has a great love desire for Jiqing, then Hong will not be affected by the illusionary test there. If Hong has that, then he also has a great desire. Every human being in this universe has desires. As long as there is desire, then they must strive to get it and can encourage someone to keep going. One of them is the desire for love, and also a complex type of desire. Even most immortals cannot feel this desire. Because Hong is so deeply in love, according to the Phantom Spirit King, this illusion will be quite difficult to pass. Even a strong warrior can fall into this illusion of love. Hearing the words of the Phantom Spirit King, Luo Feng looked at Hong and hoped that he could get through it. However, even though he trusted his older brother, he could not underestimate the test of the Phantom Spirit King. Then, while Luo Feng was worrying about Hong, a message from the Thunder God suddenly came in. The Thunder God said that Hong's mental state was very high, and he believed that he would be able to get through it easily. Seeing the message's mission, Luo Feng calmed down a little. However, the illusion of love from an immortal emperor was terrible. A little while later, on level 12, Hong looked like he was struggling, but he remained calm. When he reached level 14, Phantom Spirit King couldn't believe that Hong was in such a strong mental state. Then, several people passed on a message to Jiqing that Hong had successfully passed level 15. Hearing this, Jiqing tried to remain calm and said that Hong would definitely succeed. On Hong's side, he continued to progress and successfully reached level 17. At this point, Hong looked exhausted, and his face was listless. The pressure he felt could even affect his mental state little by little. On the side of the Phantom Spirit King, he was lost in thought. He didn't expect Hong to get to this stage. Well, Hong took one last step after successfully passing level 17. He slowly completed the illusion test given by level 18 and gradually advanced. Even though he felt tremendous pressure, he tried to remain calm. This is impossible," said the Phantom Spirit King. "How could it not be?" According to his calculations, if someone is struck by the desire of love, then this illusion of love can usually affect a person's mind and trap them. However, Hong was different. He was able to get through it calmly. A few moments later, Hong finally slowly emerged, panting and lethargic. However, he uttered the word, "Phantom Spirit King." "I did it," he said. All the people who witnessed this were shocked and couldn't believe what had happened. So did the Phantom Spirit King. You surprised me," said the shocked Phantom Spirit King. After that, she also ordered her disciple to take Hong and Luo Feng to meet Ji Qing. Then, the Phantom Spirit King disappeared from everyone's sight. At this moment, many female warriors looked at Hong and Luo Feng, and it was as if they respected and admired them. During the trip, Luo Feng smiled and congratulated Hong. He also asked about the last level of the illusion of love. Hong replied that the illusion was indeed strong, but it did not pose any threat to him. In fact, according to Hong, he had no difficulty at all in passing through the levels of the illusion of love one by one. He only showed what he was supposed to show. If he just kept going and showed that he could easily complete the level of the illusion of love, then he would be humiliating the Phantom Spirit King. And if that happened, the Phantom Spirit King's reputation would definitely be tarnished. You could say that Hong passed the illusion of love very easily, or that what Hong showed before was just acting. Luo Feng showed an expression of pleasure at this, as well as amazement at his older brother's determination. However, it made Luo Feng even more curious as to how it could be that easy. Hong said that one only had to feel with their instincts and see love for what it was. That way, Hong could easily pass the levels and illusions of love. On the other hand, at this time, the Phantom Spirit King was in the presence of Ji Qing. Ji Qing bowed to her master. She also thanked her master for showing mercy to Hong. Hearing this, the Phantom Spirit King was surprised at Hong's determination. She said that she did not show mercy, but that Hong had abilities that exceeded her expectations. When Ji Qing heard those words from her master, she blushed and felt proud of Hong. Thus, according to the agreement, the Phantom Spirit King would approve of their romance and continue to teach Ji Qing. Then, the Phantom Spirit King also appeared to give a technical book to Ji Qing. Shortly thereafter, Luo Feng and Hong finally arrived before Ji Qing. Although Ji Qing had the stature of a stern woman, her eyes looked very gentle when she looked at Hong. "You're so silly," Ji Qing said to Hong and rushed towards him. Hearing that, Hong could only smile. Then Ji Qing hugged Hong with tears streaming down her face. However, when she had hugged Hong, Ji Qing looked at Hong and released her embrace. Then, she told Hong to leave and forget about her immediately. Hearing that, both Hong and Luo Feng were surprised and astonished at the same time. What exactly happened? All women are difficult to understand, guys. When Hong looked at Ji Qing, he was weak. He was also very clearly aware that Ji Qing was not in a controlled state. "Why did you suddenly decide to leave me?" Hong asked, looking sad. "There are things that must be done, and they must be done at any cost," Ji Qing replied, holding back tears of sadness. "And because of that, you sacrificed both of us?" Hong asked. Hearing that, Ji Qing did not answer. She just gritted his teeth, then nodded slowly. "Before, why did you want to be with me so much? In fact, you opposed the head of the Ji family and even your teacher. But now, after I have sacrificed everything, even my own life, is this the end? Why the sudden change of heart?" Hong asked angrily. At this moment, Hong's anger was overflowing. He couldn't hold back the tightness in his chest. The people who saw this incident also thought the same thing about Hong, and they were also dissatisfied with Ji Qing. Ji Qing kept her head down and said, "I have to make a choice. There are more important things," said Ji Qing. Hong took a deep breath and calmly asked again. "Have you made this decision?" Hong asked. Hearing that, Ji Qing nodded her head. Seeing that, Hong gave a forced smile. "Who would have thought that after all these years I would finally fall in love? But it ended like this, Hong said. Hearing Hong's words, Jiqing still looked down and held back tears. When Jiqing called Hong's name, upon hearing the call, Jiqing slowly raised her gaze and looked at Hong. I hope you realize your dreams, Hong said with a smile. And I'm sorry for having looked down on you all this time, he added. Having said that, Hong invited Luo Feng to leave and disappeared quickly with pain in his heart. On Luo Feng's side, he glanced at Jiqing, who was holding back her sobs before she followed Hong. Hong's words kept ringing in Jiqing's mind. On the other hand, the news that Hong had successfully passed the love illusion of the Phantom Spirit King spread quickly, and many of those with great power wanted to recruit Hong. Then, long story short, 3 days later, Hong was still pensive. Then, Luo Feng told him that Jiqing's sudden change must have something to do with Ji's family head or the Phantom Spirit King. Otherwise, it would be impossible for Jiqing to change in an instant. Hong also knew about it, but the final decision was in Jiqing's hands. If Jiqing had made that decision, it meant that she had thought everything through. Because Hong knew Jiqing's character very well. Then, while they were chatting together, Master Luo suddenly arrived and was about to leave with Hong. Hearing that, Luo Feng nodded his head. Brother, make your name echo in the future and make the Phantom Spirit King see it, Luo Feng shouted at Hong. Hearing that, Hong laughed carelessly and left with Master Luo. After seeing his older brother leave, Luo Feng ordered Dylan to immediately prepare to leave for planet Earth. He hadn't returned home in 200 years. That way, he would go home this time. However, on the other hand, there were several warriors who were following Luo Feng's departure, and according to their movements, they were people who wanted to kill Luo Feng, and they didn't know that Dylan was with Luo Feng. Not only that, they have also coordinated with their team, who have arrived in the Milky Way galaxy, to check on Luo Feng's residence. However, due to the barrier previously created by Master Huyanbo, they cannot enter it, except through a wormhole or by breaking the barrier technique. That way, their team in the Milky Way reported to their superiors. Luo Feng utilized his natural ship to travel to Earth. Because the distance between Jade Dome and Earth is about 100 million light-years, at a speed of 50 times the speed of light, it would take Luo Feng another 2 months to get there. So, the other Luo Feng guards were resting in their rooms. Luo Feng was currently using his free time in the nutrient cabin to soak in the cabin's liquid. Not only that, his cloud vine was also still in the super evolutionary liquid. Then, a while later, after 1 month of this flight, Luo Feng was in the nutrient cabin. He finally came out and felt that he had become a peak level 9 domain master warrior. As for the evolution of his cloud vine, it seems to have successfully leveled up to World Master. This is marked by the growth of 216 branches on the stalk. This way, Luo Feng already has a very strong fighting partner. Just imagine, from each branch of the cloud vine, the plant has the equivalent strength of a World Master. That means Luo Feng has 216 World Masters with him. This really makes other warriors envious. Not to mention, Luo Feng also has very strong guards like Dylan. The growth of the cloud vine's power is based on the best care by its master, and this is different from the physical development of humans. From the domain master level to the world master level, Luo Feng's body essence continues to develop. However, to break through to the immortal level, a warrior must train their soul. The stronger their soul, the stronger the immortal warrior. With the powerful cloud vine by his side, Luo Feng's strength will be able to compete with world master level warriors. This difference in strength will show which warriors come from great power and which do not. As is known at the peak world master level, an understanding of the power of the original law, the internal world, independently created techniques, and others will determine the difference in strength between genius world master warriors and those who are not. Therefore, historical accounts suggest that certain world master warriors possess the ability to defeat an early-stage immortal. The strength difference becomes more noticeable as a warrior's level increases. For example, a level 1 Genius World Master will face an ordinary level 1 World Master. So it is clear that this difference in strength is visible from the start. However, this is different from lower levels, such as Star Traveler and Star. The difference between genius fighters will not be very noticeable. Then afterwards, Luo Feng intended to reabsorb the blood crystal. Thus, Luo Feng entered his inner world and used his golden horn mode to absorb the crystal. This absorption process loaded Luo Feng's golden horn body, which felt much higher pressure than before. At this moment, his stretcher mode absorbed the 100th blood crystal. As is known, this blood crystal was obtained when Luo Feng completed the mission in the world of the Blood River. That way, in every multiple of 10, the absorption reaction would be different from before. Then a moment later, the pain finally subsided, and Luo Feng succeeded in absorbing this crystal into the body of his 100th golden horn. "Ha ha! I did it!" Luo Feng shouted. Because he had succeeded, Luo Feng's right claw had changed to a golden form and had very strong power. As explained earlier, the absorption of this blood crystal was always done on Luo Feng's right claw. That is why the striking change occurred in the right claw. Not only did Luo Feng's right claw evolve, but his entire body was also covered in a strange red pattern and completely fused together. And this pattern formed the image of a kind of mountain monster that Luo Feng had seen in the world of the Blood River before. With this evolution, one swing of Luo Feng's golden horn mode right claw would result in 10 times its full power. And this is really scary. Now, having gotten this opportunity, Luo Feng was reminded of the time when Emperor Zhenyan talked about a genius at the World Master level who could take out early-stage immortals, and that was KD. With that, Luo Feng became determined to become like KD, who was able to face immortal fighters and even kill them. How could he not? Luo Feng currently has 3 bodies, and all of them have extraordinary powers. Not to mention, he is a genius from the Virtual Universe Company and also gets some inheritance when carrying out missions. Furthermore, it's important to keep in mind that Luo Feng currently possesses a significant amount of mysterious crystal blood. At the moment, Luo Feng also intends to stay on Earth for several decades, and he will take advantage of the opportunity to break through to the World Master level. When he has reached the level of World Master, his understanding of origin law will increase. Eventually, half a month elapsed. At this time, Luo Feng and the others were in Huyanbo's F-class universe ship, and they were preparing to enter the solar system through the coordinates that Luo Feng had previously saved. A little while later, they finally entered the solar system. Luo Feng looked around, and he really missed this view. There was the sun, the earth, and other planets. With the height of this F-class universe ship, even the ranking system that Luo Feng had installed beforehand could not detect it. However, what surprised Luo Feng a little was when he saw the planet Mars. Now the planet was green, whereas 200 years earlier, it had been red with scorching heat. Luo Feng smiled at the sight of Mars. It seemed that the planet had turned into a planet of life. According to information from Babata, the planet Mars was created as a planet of life, so that the inhabitants on Earth could fly freely out of the universe, and still cover up information from planet Earth. Not only that, the Milky Way is now owned by the Luo family, and they also make Class A and B universe ship businesses to fly from Earth to other planets. With the development of this business, the Luo family became more famous in the Milky Way, even in the universe. Then Luo Feng and his guards disembarked from the universe ship. Luo Feng also ordered Dylan and his members to keep the energy of Immortal and World Master hidden. This was because Luo Feng did not want to surprise the Earthlings with their presence. When Dylan heard this, he advised his members to enter his inner world. As an immortal, Dylan could easily include living things in it, as long as their strength was at the level of World Master and below. Once finished, Luo Feng and Dylan moved together to enter the Earth. With their speed, Luo Feng and Dylan can travel around the Earth in just a few seconds. It's a beautiful planet, Dylan said admiringly as he looked at the view on Earth. Hearing that, Luo Feng told Dylan that the Earth was not like this before. However, after the 3 types of Earth traveled the universe and made changes, the Earth finally became better. So what happened next? Here, I will provide a brief preview of the possible theory presented in episode 159. So in this scene, Luo Feng didn't actually go straight back to Earth after resolving Hong's romantic drama, but resolved the Golden Horned clan's issues with the Ji family. Maybe if I had time, I could make a video discussing Luo Feng's visit to the Golden Horned clan if I had some free time. Okay, thank you to those of you who have watched the video until the end. Final words from me. Bye.